Ripa and Mark Consuelos have been working together in the entertainment industry since the mid-90s. They are not strangers to what it takes to make an interesting show together. However, not everything is perfect between the lovebirds. Kelly recently opened up about some behavior that Mark has that completely annoys her. Keep reading to find out more. Ripa admits to her husband's annoying behavior. Ripa and Mark Consuelos met on the set of All My Children. They were married in 1996 and have grown a lovely family together. The couple generally likes working together. However, sometimes Kelly gets annoyed with working with her spouse. Mark was hesitant to join his wife on screen, but eventually came around to the idea. The pair has been hosting Live together for a while. The on- and off-screen partners sometimes struggle with the requirements of working with their spouse. Mark Consuelos had plenty of practice co-hosting with his wife prior to landing a permeate position on the talk show. Now, Ripa and her husband Mark have even made the show a family affair, with their children occasionally showing up in segments. Mark Consuelos fails to listen to Ripa. Ripa has admitted that she likes to work with her husband, Mark Consuelos. However, sometimes he does something that really annoys her. Kelly said that Mark has a tendency to tune her out when they are live on air. A behavior is normal for husbands, but not for co-hosts. Ripa finds her husband's behavior to be very annoying. She said, "He doesn't listen to me frequently, and he will tune me out while we're live on the air. When you are being paid, highly paid by the way, to literally listen to me, then you have to listen." I watch him drift away and I'm like, hey, don't do that. Live, Ripa and Mark Consuelos/credit. Instagram. Ripa shared that after 3 decades of marriage, she is used to Mark Consuelos tuning her out. However, she said, sometimes she has to remind him not to do it in front of the cameras. Mark may struggle to actively listen to his wife on occasion, but he has been good for the Live's ratings. Viewership has improved, especially among male fans. Kelly said, "The audience really responds to Mark because Mark has a zero FS attitude, and the audience loves that. There's no artifice with him." She further explained, "We have men sitting in our audience, a first. We have never had that before." Most women can empathize with Kelly being annoyed with her husband not listening to her. What do you think of his behavior? Would it annoy you too? Let us know in the comments. Ripa and Mark Consuelos have been Hollywood partners for more than 25 years, ever since their first meeting on the set of the soap opera All My Children in the mid-1990s. The duo married in 1996 and have gone on to build one of daytime television's most enduring partnerships, working together as co-hosts on Live with Kelly and Mark and raising 3 children, Michael, Lola, and Joaquin, in the process. Yet, even after decades of marriage and collaboration, Ripa admits there is one on-air habit her husband simply can't seem to break, tuning her out. A love story in daytime television from their soap opera beginnings to morning show stardom. Ripa and Consuelos have always made chemistry their calling card. Beginning in 2001, Ripa took over as co-host of Live with Regis and Kelly, eventually earning her own show when Regis Philbin retired in 2011. For years, Kelly held the title solo, joined by guest hosts until permanently partnering with Ryan Seacrest in 2017. When Seacrest departed in 2023, few viewers were surprised to hear that Ripa would extend the invitation to her real-life husband. Mark Consuelos embraced the opportunity, first filling in on Live before moving into the full-time co-host role, and the pair's genuine affection became an instant ratings boost. "He has a zero FS attitude," Ripa told reporters of her husband's appeal. "There's no artifice with him. He's honest, he's funny, and when he chimes in, people really respond." For the first time in Live history, we have more men in the audience than ever before. They love him. From a ratings perspective, the decision was a slam dunk. Live with Kelly and Mark quickly reclaimed its place among the top 5 morning shows, with male viewers tuning in to watch the unscripted banter between the spouses. Their on-screen rapport has extended beyond show segments, with their children popping up on occasion for family surprises, cooking demos, or just to deliver an adorable moment of chaos. The effect is warm, authentic television, and a rare peek at a working Hollywood marriage that genuinely seems to work. When co-hosts fight the tune-out habit, but Kelly Ripa admits that despite the laugh-out-loud moments and strong ratings, there is one persistent quirk that drives her up the wall. "He doesn't listen to me frequently," she divulged in a recent interview. "He'll just tune me out while we're live on air." When you're being paid, highly paid, by the way, to literally listen to me, you have to listen. I can watch him drift away and I'm like, hey, don't do that. For many couples, occasional inattentiveness is par for the course. But for co-hosts drawing a 6-figure paycheck to steer a live broadcast, Ms. Ripa says it's a workplace hazard as much as a marital annoyance. "After almost 3 decades of marriage, I'm used to it," she chuckled. "But sometimes, when the cameras are rolling, I have to snap my fingers in front of him just to get him to focus. Otherwise, we're talking over each other or talking into the void." The Listen Up Challenge Mark Consuelos, for his part, has acknowledged the feedback and has, even amid the hectic pace of a live morning show, made a conscious effort to tune in more actively. "It's part of the learning curve," he said backstage at an ABC event. "I want to hear what Kelly has to say. She has great ideas, and if I'm staring at my notes instead of paying attention, we both look bad." Behind the scenes, producers have stepped in as well, ensuring that the show's floor director gives a subtle cue whenever one co-host drifts. "It's all part of keeping the energy high," one staffer shared. "There's a million things to juggle: teleprompter, guest introductions, timing transitions. But the magic moment is when Kelly and Mark are locked in conversation, feeding off each other's jokes or insights. That's when the show really sings." A mirror for relationships everywhere. Viewers have responded to the relatability of the situation, flooding social media after Ripa's comments to share stories of inattentive partners, distracted friends, or family members who just don't listen. "My husband does the same thing," one fan wrote on Instagram. "I have to elbow him just to get his attention." Another tweeted, "I love Liv for how real Kelly and Mark are, my wife, and I fight over the remote all the time when I tune out." In a television landscape often dominated by scripted reality and carefully curated personalities, the candid reveal about a co-host's habit of tuning out feels refreshingly unvarnished. It also serves as a reminder that even polished on-air couples have their daily frustrations and must work at the give and take that keeps relationships and TV programs running smoothly.